So the third Harry Potter movie. This is, an opinion of many, the best film of the franchise. I'll give them from a tactical standpoint, like a filming standpoint, it is the best. I mean, there's some shots in this where I was just like flabbergasted. Like, how did they do that? Um, the acting is a lot better in this one than in the previous two. You can't really give that credit to the director though, because the biggest problems with the acting in the first two is solved because the kid actors are older now and more experienced and better at acting. So I don't really give him any credit for their improvement in acting ability in this film. And this was the point where it became this tradition to have somebody else do each of the movies. And I wish they had just stuck with one person from the beginning. And this is movie right here is the main reason why, because this is when it goes to the point of making a film and implanting your own vision into it, and rather than focusing on making a good film adaptation of a book. I mean, there is some stuff in the book that just gets completely ignored in this movie, and that becomes even worse as you progress through them. Like Snape. Oh my god. Yeah, Snape wasn't really that much of a character in the first two, but he's real important in this book because this is the book where it explains how James, Harry's father, saved Snape's life. Which now, come to think of it, I don't even think they mentioned that in the first movie. I guess that's a sins of the father type of deal, but even still. This is when they started botching adaptation ability, in my opinion. I still like the movie, it's just, I've read the book, and I can call you out for your nonsense, and your failures. Because I read the book and know how much you just left out. This is also the point where Hermione starts to get like, okay, yeah, she's great in the books too, and really smart and intelligent, but not that great. Like, not a Mary Sue. She's not OP. She messes up in the books. They all do. Because they're children. They're children and teenagers. And Ron continues to be like the butt of the jokes in the movies. I don't even know why they kept his character, other than the fact that we Harry Potter fans probably would have destroyed the studio if we found out they were just cutting Ron from the adaptations. And on that note, this right here is the perfect example of that scene. This scene right here. Ron's supposed to stand up despite the fact he's got a mangled leg and be like, if you want to get to Harry, you'll have to, if you want to kill Harry, you'll have to kill us too. And Hall's like, and stands in front of him and it's like, that is a really great Ron moment. And they gave it to Hermione. Like, what? You just imagine Rupert Grant being like, Emma, that's supposed to be my... I don't care. Another thing, I'm of mixed feelings about the actor that replaces the previous one for Dumbledore because he died. But, you know, I have mixed feelings about him. On the one hand, he's not that bad in this movie. I like him in this one. I really don't like him in Goblet of Fire, but we'll get to that. The CGI is better in this one, I guess. But it wasn't really hard of accomplishment considering the fact that CGI technology can come a long way since this freaking franchise started. I don't know. I mean, and also on the point of don't give credit to too much credit to the director for the good performances in this. You had Alan Rickman and Gary Oldman. They were going to give a brilliant performance regardless of who was directing. Um, Actually, you know what? One of the biggest problems with this movie is that they never explain the Patronus. They come up with this like thing where it's like the Dementors feed off it instead of you, which that's not how it works in the books. But even then, at the end, they do the whole Harry does the Expecto Patronum on the lake, and boom, the stag emerges, and it's like, yeah, it's like, what is that? You didn't explain that. There's no reference to Corporal Patronuses in the movie. Explain movie, and they never do. Just wait till they get to 5th year and they're all using it. And you're like, you still haven't explained it. How did how did Hermione hide the time turner? I mean, you see the size of that thing? It was like a ping pong ball. I mean, there's no way she should have been able to hide it 24/7 and nobody realized it was there. I mean, these are teenagers. They gossip and touch each other's stuff all the time. Imagine if some random first, second, or third year had seen it. It's like, oh, this is pretty, and just snatched it away from her and accidentally used it. How are you gonna explain that one? All in all, this movie isn't bad per se. I just don't think it's the best out of the franchise. In my opinion, Chamber of Secrets is my favorite, I want to say, which is probably blasphemous to the other Harry Potter fans out there, but it is. All in all, I gotta say that they mess up a lot of stuff, like explaining the Patronus charm. Oh, and they never establish who the Marauders are. So yeah, this is a 7 out of 10, in my opinion. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want. Don't forget to give yourselves a big thumbs up. Bye.